Hey fellow adventurers, it's October 20th, and we are dealing with the servers being down for 5 hours, so I figured I'd make a video about going over the patch notes. We're looking at 1.3 that's going live right now. They said the servers are going to be down for about 5 hours. So let's just dive right into these notes. I mean, the most important thing is right here at the top. Server transfer details, what's going on, when's it coming, when's it going to be done. So first off, before we get into the patch notes, the devs over at Amazon wanted to say thank you for making us basically wait so long for all of these basic fixes and bug fixes and server transfers and all that stuff. So they're giving us a title, The Stoic, in-game. So everybody that's playing the game right now, when you log back in, you'll be able to do the title, The Stoic. The Stoic, of course, meaning somebody that can endure a lot of suffering and pain or whatnot. So we've endured Amazon's weeks of pain and suffering, so now we get a title for it. We're also going to get an emote for it called Waiting, and this Waiting emote is going to be available for free. So there's basically 2 free things they're giving us. The emote's cool. I don't see the title as cool. I like to use titles that maybe everybody doesn't have. Maybe some harder to get titles, which there really aren't any titles in the game that I know of right now that are like super rare. So there's the Waiting emote. It's let's check that out one more time. Got a little foot tap. Yeah, a little foot tap going on. It's okay. I like that emote. That's a cool emote. Harass your friends when they're being slow. Anyway, server transfers are going live with this patch too. That's obviously the biggest piece of information. I know that I have like a whole batch of friends that are waiting to transfer to my server. So the server transfers won't all go live at the same time. AP Southeast region is going to go live first, and they're going to closely monitor the transfers in that world, and if anything out of the ordinary occurs, they'll basically shut it down again. Also, AP Southeast isn't being transferring right away, right? So the first thing they're going to do is just monitor the framework and see if like the general framework of this patch like holds up before they start transfers. Then they'll do AP Southeast. They'll run transfers on AP Southeast for 8 hours, and then if no issues have happened, they'll deploy it to all the other regions. So a couple important things to know about the server transfers is like, how do you even do server transfers? So they made a quick little YouTube video here. It's pretty simple. Store, and then you go down to world transfers, and there's a free token that's going to be there for you. You click it, you purchase it, and then right away, you're going to be taken to like a server transfer list, and it's just going to give you an option of like which one you want to go to. You'll press enter. There's a few preliminary steps you have to do to like be able to transfer servers. You have to leave your company. You have to remove all your trading posts, and you have to be located in a sanctuary. Pretty much like that's, besides that video you just watched, this is all it is. The only thing you lose is like your friends list. You can't transfer to a full world. You can't transfer to a world in maintenance. You must transfer to a world in the existing realm. But if like US East, you can't transfer to, US West, and you can't transfer to Europe. And if people still didn't get into the right servers and there's a lot of complaining, they might roll out another server token. Then basically once they feel like everybody's settled into the worlds that they're going to be settled in, they're just going to go full on like paid tokens. Now we're actually getting into the real fixes they've done. There are a couple things I really wish they would have fixed that they didn't fix. They're doing a new world selection UI, so that really doesn't matter once you're in the world you want to be in. Added clear messaging when you're kicked for going AFK or violating the easy anti-cheat. If you're AFK for 20 minutes, you know you're AFK, you know what I'm saying? Added clearer messaging when stacking discounts are present in territory like property taxes and stuff like that, on top of like faction discounts if you own the zone. Implemented backend changes to help the team investigate concerns around client performance in war. That's great for the future, but it doesn't really fix anything right now. Adjusted respawn timer for some enemies in Boatswan Ambrose. In the depths, players must now be in the arena to damage Thorpe. That's the final boss of the depths dungeon, the level 45 dungeon. And Thorpe's the final boss. Thorpe, of course, being the captain that died on the beach in the very opening cutscene of the game if you didn't skip everything. People were able to glitch Thorpe into a place where they could kill him from being outside the zone. I know for a fact you could shoot him from like across. You could like see his back because the arena was like open on the back. I actively shot him a couple times and never did any damage. So I don't know what the bug was people were doing here. Maybe somebody had to go in aggro and then other people could just stand outside and damage him. I really don't know. Adjusted the volume on the Amazon game splash screen, whatever. Armor's limited to 1 skill perk per piece. That's pretty big in my opinion. This is an interesting move. There must be basically people that are becoming super powerful with 2 specific skill perks put together, or you know, the 10 skill perks you could have on all the different pieces of armor. Added general performance issues for visual artifacts and graphic settings. Dyes are now removed from item upon trade with a warning message. The time to declare war is now visibly pauses to make it clear when an invasion's imminent. So basically, before this patch, if you send a zone into conflict and then an invasion happened, it would protect that zone from like having a war declared on it. And so it can go invasion, then you can immediately declare war. If you're at endgame and you know that tier 4 and tier 5 Azoth staffs are broken, they don't work on the high level portals. So some of the best gear in the game, literally nobody's been able to get it because we can't close the portals. Fixed an issue causing the abandoning event notification to persist. Let's go. That was a big one. That was super annoying. The UI is now going to show the correct property taxes for you. So they fixed an early game bug where people would spawn back at the watchtower instead of spawning in the town that they started in. Sometimes people would turn in town projects and it wouldn't take all their materials. That's fixed. Login errors have been fixed that prevented players from accessing their characters. Arena keys are being dropped as intended. Runic bear armor will be dyed during wars now. Sometimes the dye would go away on that set of armor. Pet placement in homes is fixed. AP Southeast servers will show the right time. They fixed titles and achievements showing up properly. A little minimal issue. Company invites will now go away when you deny them. Fixed an issue that caused Raja spawns. This is a named cat. So that's all of the real fixes. They think they fixed other issues. So wars and invasions kicking off earlier than intended. They think they fixed it. That was a big one. I hope they fixed it. When town projects were complete, some stuff wasn't upgrading. This was another big issue. And like the map doesn't always show these stations correctly. And then players should no longer be stuck on screens when they're entering or exiting an instance. The tier 4, tier 5 Azoth staff is the #1 change here for me, because this means we can start grinding, you know, level 65 corruptions. The one big fix that I'm really disappointed isn't in here is the invulnerability thing that some people are doing. I'm not going to explain how to make yourself invincible in this game, but basically in wars, people have found a way to glitch the game where they can, if they're defending, they can just stand on a point and become invulnerable and just stay there forever. And so attackers can never take the points because you can never kill this person and get them off the point. It's a really big issue. So basically it becomes impossible to win wars. And that's one of the biggest things in the game, in my opinion, that needs to be fixed. What is something really big that needs to be fixed, that you think needs to be fixed? Please tell me down below. If there's anything on this list that really stands out to you as your favorite fix they're bringing in, besides server transfers, everybody's obviously super happy about that. Go ahead, post it down in the comments. If there's something you really think they're missing, like the invulnerability glitch that people are doing, please tell me down below too. What do they need to get done? Enjoy 5 hours of server downtime. Go get the first good sleep you've gotten in weeks, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.